Hello students, how are you all? Hope you are fine and safe at your home. मराठा विद्याप्रसारक समाज कर्मवीर शांताराम बापू कोंडाजी वावरे आर्ट्स सायन्स अँड कॉमर्स कॉलेज सिडको नाशिक डिपार्टमेंट of Geography welcome you all in the academic year 2020-2021 for the program MAMSC second in the subject Geography, and the course title is GGDT 243, that is Watershed Management. I am Dr. Dhaneshwar Narayan Pawar, working as assistant professor in the Department of Geography. Welcome you all for the learning of this watershed management course. Friends, as per Savitribai Phule Pune University and Board of Studies in Geography, the syllabus designed for MMSC Geography is in 4 semester. For first year, you have to study 2 semester, and for second year, you have to study semester 3rd and semester 4th simultaneously. Now, as per semester 3rd syllabus, you have 2 core compulsory theory paper, that is CCTP, Geoinformatics paper 2nd and Geographical Thoughts, both papers having 4 credits each. After this, one of the following according to specialization from 4 compulsory theory paper. University given these 4 to 5 courses. Amongst these, we have to select one according to specialization. Now, in the geography, geomorphology, climatology, uh, population and settlement geography, these are the special subjects. Amongst these, in our college, we have selected population and settlement geography as a special subject. Therefore, geography of rural development, this is your third course of the study, which having again 4 credits. After this, among the choice based optional paper, that you have to select one theory and one practical. The college offered practical in geoinformatics as a practical course and watershed management as a theory paper. Both paper having 2 and 2 credits, so total credit will be 4. And finally, one of the following according to specialization from CCPP. This is again one practical course which is related to your special subject, that is practical in population and settlement geography. Now, so considering entire third semester, you have to study or earn 20 credits in the third semester. Amongst these, you have 2 practical courses and 4 theory courses. So 3 courses will be theory courses will be 4 credits, one theory course will be 2 credits, one practical will be 4 credits, and one practical will be 2 credits. So the subject I will teach you, that is watershed management for 2 credits and practical in water geoinformatics, that is 2 credits. Today I will explain you the syllabus of theory paper, that is watershed management. Let us see. Now, as earlier stated that the subject watershed management having 2 credits, which includes 5 units. The first unit will be concept of watershed management. In this topic, we will see the meaning and definition of watershed management. After this, we will see what is the concept of watershed. After understanding some concepts of watershed, we will discuss and study about the concept of watershed management. After the study of watershed management, we will discuss about the principles of watershed management, necessity of the watershed management, and problems related to watershed management. This unit will be introductory unit and which covers all these subpoints. The second unit, namely characteristics of watershed, includes two sections. The first one is related to delineation of watershed and another one is characteristics of watershed. In the delineation of watershed, there are two types, one manual delineation of watershed and another one is computerized or digital delineation of watershed that we will discuss in the first section. And in the second section, we have to study some major characteristics of watershed. Friends, watershed having three types of characteristics, that is aerial characteristics, linear characteristics and relief characteristics. And amongst these several characteristics, we have to study some selected characteristics and university given in your syllabus. These are the some characteristics. The size of characteristics, shape of the watershed, physiography of the watershed, climate of the watershed, drainage of the watershed, land use, land cover study of the watershed. After this, we will study vegetation, cover geology and soils of the watershed, socio-economic aspect of the watershed. All these points we have to cover in the second unit of watershed management course. The third unit will be on hydrological processes in watershed. So hydrology is major component which includes precipitation, anticipation, infiltration, evaporation, evapotranspiration. The study of surface runoff is one of the essential aspect and part of the study of watershed that we will also study in this unit. After this, the groundwater flows and watershed management concept required one important aspect related to hydrology, that is water budget. That water budget concept we will also discuss and study in the third unit. After this, as I have earlier stated that there are four spheres: lithosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere and atmosphere. Among these four spheres, hydrological sphere is very significant for the biosphere point of view. And hydrological sphere cannot complete the study of hydrological cycle. So therefore, hydrological cycle is one of the significant aspect and component of study of watershed management that we will studied in the hydrological cycle point. The fourth unit of watershed management subject or course is related to water and soil conservations. Now, the watershed management can be classified into three types of management processes. That is water conservation techniques, soil conservation techniques, as well as flora and fauna conservation techniques. So in this unit, we will discuss two types of conservation measures related to water conservation and conservation measures related to soil. So water conservation measures include nala bunding, check dams, far ponds, percolation tanks, artificial recharge, and soil conservation techniques include contour bunding, gully plugging, trench, cum mount, and leveling. Friends, this unit is very interesting and it is very essential for every farmer, every planner, every water and soil resource management person for the proper implementation. And general type of knowledge is also required for each and every person. Therefore, we will study this unit on the basis of present scenario, present water conservation and soil conservation techniques, photographs, some success story in this unit. The fifth and last unit of this watershed management course is final watershed development. What is the requirement of watershed management? It is required for the development of watershed. And why watershed development is essential? for the development and sustainable development of soil and water resources to increase the income of local people in general. Socio-economic development and natural resource conservation is nothing but it is watershed development. In this chapter, there are three subsections. The first one is related to use and application of remote sensing techniques and GIS, that is Geographical Information System in the watershed management. So we will study different applications of remote sensing and GIS in the study of watershed management. The second section of watershed development part is integrated watershed development plan. This concept we will also discuss in the unit 5. And the last concept or subpoint of this syllabus of this chapter as well as of this course is the importance of watershed management in the national development. All these 5 chapters we have to complete in proper time and each having 2 credits. For your reference work and for the study of this watershed management concept, this is the list which is provided by Savitribai Phule Pune University, Dhruva Narayana, BV and others. The book name is Watershed Management, Kakade and others. The book name is The Guide of Watershed Development Factors and Trainings. Another one very interesting book is Murtis, that is Watershed Management. Rajesh Rajara also written a very interesting story and major aspect of watershed, that is integrated watershed management. This book is available with me. Some books are available in the library also. Some books are available on the internet platform also. Singh Rajvira, Watershed Planning and Management. Suresh, Soil and Watershed Conservation Engineering. Cube, Soil and Watershed Conservation Engineering. Apart from this, there are several web pages, website, e-books, which is also useful to study of watershed management. Friends, I will send you various type of material through Google Classroom. You can download it, you can study it. After this work, we will start the course teaching through YouTube videos, Google Meet, and the link will be shared through Google Classroom. So first I request you all kindly join our Google Classroom so you can get all essential material, notices and videos of this watershed management course within a time. Friends, if you have any doubt, query regarding the topic, subject and any topic that I will teach you, you can write the question in comment section of YouTube video also. You can send me email also. You can WhatsApp me on my personal WhatsApp mobile number. You can send the questions through Google Classroom also. So these are the different platforms. From this we have to study the watershed management concept. For this today we'll stop here. Thank you.